Hello and good morning and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. I've skipped through a couple of months. I came in and emptied out the productions and things like that, but there wasn't a whole lot to do because it was winter and it was snowing. So it looks like our potatoes are ready today. Let's make sure there's no trains coming. Wink. So we will get these things underway to be harvested. And then what I'm going to do is, I haven't fed the sawmill or anything like that. I'll just let it run down. But I'm going to start going through the trees that we have planted because they are ready. If not, they're very close to being ready. So unfold this beast. Get it lined up. And we will have some more potatoes. I think we have heaps. So I don't think we'll need to... I wouldn't mind harvesting field one just to see how much of a hassle it is. Potatoes, where are we? We have 102,000 litres of potatoes, so I don't think we will have to do another batch of potatoes anytime soon. We'll have to look at something else to put in because I think between this field and the other field that we have, or the other amount that we have in storage, I don't think the potato factory goes through that many. It may be empty now. I haven't checked it for a few months. Now look, there's still 161,000 litres in there. So I don't think there's any issue with running out of potatoes or needing potatoes for at least 12 months. Maybe we might do some corn or sugar beet or something different. We have the money to buy the different machinery and the different headers that we need, so maybe corn might be a good one in this field moving forward. Sunflowers, corn, just something different. But yeah, everything else is chugging along fine. I turned the sawmill onto distributing for the ones that are needed around the map, just to save us a little bit of back and forwards work doing deliveries, because none of the productions that we have running with those at the moment are really needed. That's why I haven't fussed too much about clearing out wood. But because it is a wood map, I better start chopping some more wood. I think our boat's probably a month or two away. I've got that fully loaded up with everything. So that's not an issue there. I love this thing. It's a beast. It turns well, goes fast enough that you're not stuck here doing 3 miles an hour and unloading every time you get 10,000 litres. It's modded, but it's not crazy modded. Like, you're not doing 30 mile an hour harvesting. You're doing 17, not 9 or whatever it was. So a little bit bigger header, a bigger tank to hold the spuds and the sugar beets. Good beast. Right, let's leave the worker here for a minute. Actually, I might do a run across the top. We'll see how much room there is between them trees. Should be enough. Yep. Alright, let's go and have a look and check on our animals. This tractor doesn't need to be here anymore. See if we can get that to scoot down to our workshop. Not sure if it's going to work or not. Sometimes they will work from here, sometimes they won't, so let's try it from up on the road. But I did clear out all of the field up here. I put down the grass paint so we can see where all the stumps are. I think for now with that one we might just cultivate it all and turn it into a big grass field. Not sure if that one's going to go down. Yep, there we go. Alright, how's this one looking? Fully fertilised and all sorted. What about our greenhouse? We haven't touched that one for a while. So yeah, today's just running around, checking up. Plenty of water, plenty of seeds and plenty of manure, so we are good to go in that as well. we're just checking up. We're gonna chop some trees, probably do a few loads up to the sawmill, clear out mainly the ones that we've planted that aren't needed in that area, like, you know, we just put them down because we could. And then in the next episode or two, we will start planting them in areas that are more usable, more needed. More, not just thrown down everywhere to replace the ones that we planted. Up behind the gas station that we've been playing around with, I want to plant some trees around up there. I think we still have a pallet of trees sitting at our workshop. I'll throw this fabric on, I think, and just drop that at the boat shed if it needs it. I think there's a lot of butter and cheese. I think I have the cheese being auto distributed to the potato factory. And there's lots of planks in there because I set the planks to auto distribute as well. Even though we don't need them in here, we're not going to use them in here. It's just unfortunately when you distribute it goes to everywhere that accepts that product. Alright, that's the butter all done. We'll stop in at the potato factory, see if it needs any butter. Definitely doesn't need any potatoes. It just doesn't need any potatoes. I thought it was, when I built the potato factory, I thought that it was going to go through the potatoes a little bit faster. I might just check the recipes and see if there's anything that's holding us up. Like if we're short on something. The vegetable fat, that's from sunflower oil. We have heaps of that. It's over full. Premium potatoes, with plenty of water. So, you know, we might bring some more water down here. French fries, we've got all of that stuff. Potato gratin, we've got heaps of cheese, heaps of butter. The only thing we haven't got in here is corn, like, that we could add into a different recipe, but I think for now we've got enough stuff pumping through it. It's just a nice, normal, slow-ish production. I wouldn't say slow, but just normal. Half the time when you get these mods, you just never know if they're going to be flat out. Like, you know, some of the sawmills will go through 100,000 litres of timber in a day. And some will take 6 months to go through 100,000. So it's just until you put one in, you don't know what it's going to be. And honestly, I prefer this style. There's nothing worse than having to run around and work your butt off to keep a production full when you're trying to chop down trees and keep sawmills full and keep your fields prepped and ready. So it just gets a little bit too rushed, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's the same for you, but I've just felt that, you know, when you got all these productions that are going through stuff super fast, you miss things because you're worried about keeping stock in the building, but then you forget to feed your animals, so you miss out on other stuff. That should be all we needed. We will stop in at the boatyard, see if that needs any of this fabric. Actually, no, we will just sell it because we've got heaps in there to make more. Saves us some time. Or maybe we can just let... I don't think mashed potato and stuff gets sold here anyway. Sell off the butter. And reverse out. Took it anyway, bugger. Right, my bad. So yeah, this will have to go to the sell all point that we have over near the iron ore mill. I just want to check on the floor piles. Haven't dropped any of them off to the boat for a little while. Get these things on. They should auto load, but maybe because they've been sitting for a while, they're not going to until I touch them like that. This was over full, so everything had stopped running. Now it's running again. It should start. I say, why isn't it dropping them down? Now it started running again. It should take some stock away because the sawmill. Thanks. Wood chips. Thanks long. They're all distributing, but no one needs any, so okay, the floor tiles are all loaded up. That is good. Like I said, if there's more productions that are going to use those items, that would be awesome, because it would make this map more of a reason to continue on it. But when the sawmill you've got is only feeding basically productions that aren't usable once the roller coaster's done, well, not all of them, but most of them, sort of just loses its I don't know. I lose my drive because it's like I don't have things to do now. All we can keep doing is clearing land and making more farmland, and in that way it's going to be more fun for us and help the map continue on. Just wondering if we should take that contract. It's only $6 grand, we don't need the money. But doing the contract for the that field. It's the only field we haven't bought yet. But now that I'm going to turn that field on a new property up on the mountain there into grass, the one over here on the left we might turn into crop. Checking our sheep. Should be good. Let's drop another bale in. We'll have to do some more grass bales when it's full. Have to do some more grass bales when the grass comes green again. We do have silage bales to pick up over near the sawmill behind us. There you go, just took it. It's full, good to go. Alright, we'll bring the trailer around and grab all these. That's what I mean about having fabric. These things, they're producing a decent amount of wool now, so they're keeping up. This one on the left hasn't got as much sheep in it as the one on the right yet, but you can always transfer some across if one's too full, or sell some of the elder ones to free up some space. Alright, 10,000 litres. That's probably the most we've ever had in one hit. And then he was chugging along, so that can go across to our open air garden over there. But we're becoming pretty self-sufficient, like as in crops and the things that we're getting in. We're not making our own seeds or fertilizer yet. That'd be something that I wouldn't mind doing soon. But for now, this is it's working well. So I think I have the metal on distribute as well. Double check that to make sure there's not a huge pile of it there. Not many facilities are using it at the moment or needing it, so they're probably going to be, yeah, there's 20,000 litres of it in there. Let's put this trailer here. I've got one that sells a new tank or two for the slurry and the milk. Got that for us the other day. I built us a new shed on the main farm, on the just behind this one we're in now. That makes us a bit of cash when the sun's out. Alright, let's head over. We'll grab our bale trailer and go and collect the bales off the field over there so we can remow it shortly and get ourselves some grass bales for the animals. I think the only thing we've got to start doing now is getting some straw so we can make ourselves our total mix ration. I haven't really bothered with it so far because it's like $4 to fill it up. But make it a bit more realistic, a bit more fun. It'd be good to do that as well. I don't think this field over here on the left, all the other fields I think are going to be done ready in the next few months. It was just the potatoes that were ready today. Oops. Black one. Yeah, this grass is ready to be done again. Zoom around and collect all these without taking out too many cars if we can. Got little pebbles everywhere. I think this thing will hold 28, so work out what needs them the most and we can send them on. We probably might keep a couple for when we start doing total mix ration. I think if we drop them in our silo, it just turns it straight into silage. So he's just having little bundles of silage all over the farm. Missed that one. A lot more here than I thought there was going to be. Alright, that's full. We might go and see what happens when we try and drop these into our silo. And then the rest we'll put over here somewhere. Might put up a little shed so we can store our hay bales. The silage bales are wrapped, so it's not a huge deal, but it'll be cool to have them under cover regardless. We best check our chickens too to make sure they got enough food, I think. But it's been a while. I started a new map on Bloomfield, Canada, so that has been something different. I haven't played that map before. I'll be releasing those ones soon if I haven't put one out already. Pain in the bum about this thing, it's longer than most of the sell points and most of the drop-off areas, so that's the only problem with it, but it isn't really a problem if that makes sense. Only one more, come on. Serious? Okay, now we got some silage in there. That worked well, and the rest ones we can just stack up. I'll see you back over there. Alright, let's see if we can get these ones sold. These are, they don't need silage on the train, so sell points it is. It's probably half of them. Oh, there you go. Good job. Well done. $23,000. I don't know what we got the first time. I missed that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 300. We just need 5, 6, 7. So we need $267. And we would have a wicked number up there, but we don't, so it is what it is. Alright, let's get the last of these, and then we will duck over and finish off our potatoes. And if we have time, we might pick up that contractor still there. Yep, they still got it. We can send our harvester over there and do the corn. Get a bit of practice in before we do it ourselves. I don't know what's more hassle, doing it with silage bales and wrappers and then having to pick it up, or is it more hassle drying it or just picking it up in a forage wagon, putting in a silage clamp, covering it, then unloading it? I don't know. And it definitely seems faster doing it this way, but I'm not sure. $21,000 there, so that's not bad at all. Leave this trailer parked up here. Keep the sheep safe. And let's get over to our harvester. Yeah, getting our taters done. We've got 93,000 litres already. We've got about 300,000 litres of potatoes between our storage and the potato factory, so I underestimated a little bit how long it takes for that one to go through them, obviously. But I think next episode we'll start clearing out some of these trees. Put in some more in different locations. Now I know it works. And yeah, what numbers of trees do we actually have? We've cut down 550 and planted 220, so definitely need to fix those odds a little bit. Alright, I'm going to keep chugging along, getting these taters done, and then I'll get back to you very shortly once we get this cleared out. We should get it all done in one tank. It's only 40% and we're about that far into the field, so we'll see how close or wrong I am. Just lining up for the last few bits and pieces. Yeah, 208,000 litres, so I don't think we're going to need any more potatoes for a little while. Just saying. It should be okay, I think. Should not be an issue for us in the slightest. What I'm thinking of doing is leasing until the other what would you call it, forestry harvester is working. I'm thinking about just leasing one for down near our main farm and just cutting down some trees so we can get a load into the sawmill. There's about 70,000, 80,000 litres in there. Let's get this back to the silo and chop down some wood. There we go. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about just clearing out these ones along here. I'm not too fussed about the runs down there near the train tracks. They're if they do come out, I'm only going to be putting in another. I might try like the other pine, the orangey one, or the standard spruce. Not too fussed. Like I said, I think these are about 30 meters by now. So if we do a couple of 12-meter lengths, it won't take us too long to get a trailer load, regardless. But yeah, lots and lots of potatoes. So that's always a good thing. What's potatoes worth to sell at the moment? I mean, if we need to clear some out, wouldn't be hard. Probably back up here where everything else is. Got tons of manure. We got tons of stuff. Like, we just might be best to sell some of the things. 309,000. Waffle Hut. I should have just unloaded them up at the Waffle Hut up there. That would have been a lot easier. Oh well. I don't think we have enough room in this shed. Put this harvester, do we? Nope. Yeah, I definitely want to clear these ones out because, you know, a bit of an access way would be nice through here. Come on, you can do it. Power up, power up, power up. You. The problem is they're going to fit in here. This thing's a bit of a beast, in all honesty. I love it. I think we made it. Did not think that was going to get under there. Give a bit of a hose off. Potatoes make a big mess. There we go, the header's getting tidied up. She's dirty. So our tree planter, I took up to the service station field and we had 12 trees left. I've just leased this as well. Where is it? It's up here now. I don't know why it came here. But we put 12 trees into the area on the far side of our field. See if we can get him back down here. Hasn't been, yeah, okay. So I put the 12 trees in over in this section just here. It was perfectly enough to go down, around, back and across. So that was the last of the 12 that we had in there. Which tree was I thinking about doing next? Ponderosa pine. Spruce looks a bit more nicer. They do take up a lot more room. I'll do some ponderosa pine instead. In here maybe? That might be that one. Spruce, ponderosa pine. It's 12 grand. Spruce is 12 grand. 17 grand. Sequoias would be nice. But we're never going to be able to chop them back down again. Maple, willow, oak, birch. I think we'll just do ponderosa pine. That's another 240 that we got. Nice and easy. It's gonna open up for me. Turn it on. Yeah, this is the same one that you get when you start the game, but she's a brand newie. We'll go to 12 meters. We've got to get our truck down here as well, the truck and trailer. The truck's over there. I think the trailer's at our other property at the other end. But it's pretty cool, go full cycle. Getting back to chopping the trees down that we planted at the start. Hopefully we don't damage our crops. I knew that was going to do that, you bugger. I just don't want it on the crops being chopped. Yeah, so we'll do a few of these. We'll get that 1 length. We might get 2.5 lengths out of these trees. I think they're fully grown. If they're not far off, so. Yeah, about there. Almost 3 lengths. So no complaints there. we just got to actually, before we get into this too much, we might go up to our far field. What are you doing, you nugget? Hard to find good help these days, I tell ya. Looks like they're going for it. Good stuff. So I want to come here because when I was doing the grass along here, repainting, I did notice lots of stumps left, so we're going to knock all these out first so we can take this equipment down to the other area and not need to bring it back up here for anything special. We cleared a lot of trees out of here, like it's crazy the amount of stumps that are still floating around, in all honesty. Super hard to see those, so we don't need it all perfectly cleared because it's only going to be grassed. We probably will never mow it. That will be one hell of a job if we do. And I'd say if we do, we won't be doing silage for all of it either, because it'll just take way too long. Unless we get one of them huge big forage wagons and a windrower. That's probably the only way that I'd do silage and put it into a building to turn into silage, or a huge big silage clamp. I mean, it could be an option, but it's just not something that I'm planning on doing. If we start running out of things to do, we could look at it for sure, but it's a big area. And that off so we can get there a bit faster. Looks like we've got most of them along here. And then once this is done, we can transport this and the skid steer, or the telehandler, I mean, sorry, down to the original farm area. Take out some trees and do it again. But it would definitely look nicer if this was all green grass than it does with this dead grass, so might just knock this deadwood one down. Oh, don't mess me up. Just take it. There we go. I'll take this little one here and the one next to it, and then see how we go. Okay, that's all done. I'm even thinking what we might do is come and put some nice big spruces up along that whole edge there, so when they grow, it blocks out all the side of the map. We can't touch it, we can't see it, we can't do anything with it, so it'd be nice to put a tree there that sort of acts like a what do you call it? Why does that want to tip? Because the ground's unlevel? Who knows? That makes it more like a border, like blocks everything out. Be a nice way to sneak another 50 or 100 trees in too, just run them all the way up there and across the back of the cabin. Leave the front open because we're going to clear these out as well so we can see the water. That's why I've left this one up here so we can still do the logs around here. Comes our truck. Oh, what a catch. We've got our semi-truck coming down as well to pick up the log trailer. And we will take the telehandler back ourselves. Lock that down. What's that doing? That's moving it back and forth in the truck. That's pretty cool. Close that up. We're done. Where our truck is. It's probably been stuck somewhere. Not having a whole heap of luck with the AI workers and drivers today. Oh, there he is. Well done. Sitting there starting to doubt you, and you showed me up. You'll get a raise for that, boy. This one's got to come down anyway. We're going to be taking this one back with us. And if I jump out, will it ghosty? Done that with a forklift. I had the skid steer and it just took off. That was it. She was all over. Didn't stop. I think our other trailer's still up at the sawmill because I've just been rotating them and taking up a load. Leaving it there to empty out. Bring another one back. Spin this around and we'll throw the telehandler on the back. It's not greatly recommended, but you know, in real life they do something similar. So seems to work usually. Haven't had any massive failures yet. And just put this down. Lock the straps. And it should stay there. Oh, the wheels are kinked. Why are they doing that? Wheels are meant to be straight. There we go. Try that now. Not really loaded on straight either, so it's probably gonna drag a little bit, but this thing's got the power, so. But for now, I think that's where we're gonna leave this episode. We will get back very soon. Do another one. We'll do on the trees, getting everything sorted. Potatoes are done. We're just gonna have to harvest that field and reseed it, lime it, etc. One of our workers are stuck, so we're gonna fix that. And thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, please. And we'll see you again next time.